to be talking about Chinese New Year to the reception. Do you know anything about Chinese New Year?
No, not really.
That's good because I am going to be talking lots about it, and also I'm wearing red to celebrate it. Do you know when Chinese New Year is?
No.
It's this coming Thursday.
Already?
I know, it's so soon. Yes, this week. Yes, and we're going to be talking about why we celebrate Chinese New Year, why we wear so much red, and also the zodiac animals. What animals do you think the reception children belong to? I am a dog. What about you?
So am I.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Same. So I think we're going to look at zodiac, of the zodiac signs, and also talk about the history of Chinese New Year and learn more about it. Does that sound good?
Yes, sounds really
Right, let's go reception. Woo! Hello reception. 新年快乐. Happy Chinese New Year. And we're going to listen to a story about Chinese New Year and why people wear so much red. It's like it's Christmas, but we're celebrating Chinese New Year. It's also called the Spring Festival because usually it's celebrated between February and March, depending on the lunar year, the moon calendar. So I know it's still snowing, but normally we celebrate the approach of spring as Chinese New Year approaches. So we're going to listen to the story and also discover something about a monster called Monster Nian. Ooh, he looks a bit scary. And his name means year. Nian, year in Chinese. So let's listen and read the story and see what happened that we have to wear so much red. And what happened to this monster? I wonder. So it is the oldest, Chinese New Year is the oldest traditional festival in China. But a lot of people wondered why we celebrated. So according to the ancient Chinese legend, a long time ago there was a ferocious monster named Nian, exactly, with sharp teeth and horns. Doesn't look very nice. And he would hide under the sea for a very long time until he would go to the shore by the end of the lunar year and hunt people. I wonder what he does to the people. Therefore, every time before New Year's Eve, Chinese New Year's Eve, all the villagers would escape to the mountains. They would run away to the mountains and run away from the monster Nian to avoid his attack. Something was different in one of the New Year's Eve. Everybody was packing their goods and running away to the mountains. One old man was coming to the village and said he was visiting. That's a bit strange, visiting when everybody knew that the monster Nian was going to attack on this village. Nobody took notice of him because everybody was busy packing their bags. They're going to escape the attack. Yet this old man has come to visit the village. A granny from east of the village came over and said, "What are you doing here? There's an attack going on tonight. Monster Nian is going to come and take over the village. Aren't you afraid?" The old man just touched his moustache and said, "No, I'm not afraid of the monster. The monster should be afraid of me." And the granny told him over and over again, "No, please, nobody has ever scared the monster away." He continued to stroke his beard. "I'm not afraid. I can make the monster go away forever." The granny was not convinced. She doesn't think that the old man can make the monster go away. So she had left him all alone in the village, so everybody escaped apart from the old man. So at midnight, the monster Nian broke into the village. But it sensed there was a change. But the monster couldn't quite tell what the change was. In the past, the entire village was in dead darkness. But this time, he looked into the houses and there were lights with red papers and posters, and many candles were lit inside the houses. So the red posters and lights inside the houses, normally there'll be no lights because everybody's escaped. The beast saw the red, saw the light, and trembled. Caught by rage, and he was irritated. He was so angry he couldn't attack on anybody. He opened the front door, and at that very moment, loud cracking sound burst in the courtyard. The Nian did not dare to come any closer. I wonder why. The front door was opened in a flash, and the old man came out in a gown. But what colour do you think the gown is? You're right, it's red. He came out in a red gown, roaring with laughter. Ha 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 ha, in his red gown. The monster Nian was frightened. He wouldn't dare step any closer towards the old man. And he flew away. He ran away because he was too scared of the red. Till the next day, villagers all returned back to the village, and they were surprised. Nothing was damaged to the village. At that moment, the old granny thought about the old man, and it was true that the old man could shoo away the monster Nian. Desiring to check out the truth, all the people flocked to the old granny's house, and they found the red papers and on doors and windows, candles in the house, and unburnt bamboo in the courtyard. Nothing was damaged, and everything was red. So Monster Nian doesn't like which colour? Red. Soon the villagers were enlightened by the truth that the bamboo burning cracking, red colour and bright light were magic keys to scare away the monster. Red and loud noises Monster Nian didn't like. In order to celebrate the triumph over the monster, for winning over the monster and chasing the monster away, people always dressed in new and red clothes to share the joy. The news spread and everybody commanded the ways of defending against the beast. They all wore red on this very day in Chinese New Year to chase away the monster Nian. Hence, every New Year's Eve, people would paste red spring couplets, light candles, burn bamboos, and set off fireworks to ward off the evil spirits, to chase off the evil spirits, because we don't want them in our houses. The entire village and town were ablaze with lights, and people would stay up to welcome the new year. So it's kind of like the new year, the normal new year. But this is to do with the monster Nian. Many of the traditions are still inherited today. According to the story Chinese New Year's Day, Spring Festival, Chinese New Year, is also called Guo Nian. It means over the year, surviving the monster Nian's attack. The red becomes the most popular colour for festival celebration and dressing code. So that's why Miss Lau is wearing red. No wonder. I don't want Monster Nian to be attacking me. Every Chinese New Year starts a new animal zodiac year. So this year is the year of the cow. Each lunar cycle has 60 years, and each 12 years is regarded as a small cycle. That means if you were born this year, or if you were 12 this year, then you're the year of the cow. Now there are different animal signs. There's rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, and dog and pig. So there are all these animals, so go and find out which animal you belong to. This is my favourite Chinese New Year story, and we've learnt so much about Chinese New Year. So your activity is to find out what your zodiac sign is. What animal year do you belong to? Now that you've read the story and listened to the story, you can tell your friends and family why people wear red and how we celebrate Chinese New Year. This is my favorite time of the year. The Chinese New Year festival lasts for 15 days. It lasts longer than Christmas. At midnight on New Year's Eve, every door and window in the house is open to let the old year leave. On the last day, we have the Lantern Festival. We carry lanterns in a parade at night. I like to watch the lion dance. 2 people dance under the bright costume. This brings good luck. People wear bright red clothes to bring a happy future, and we take oranges and tangerines if we visit someone's home. This is lucky too, and it brings luck to people's homes. Children and relatives are given little red envelopes with lucky money inside. Ooh, what a way to celebrate a festival. So reception, go away and tell your friends and family what Chinese New Year is all about. And tell Miss Lau and Mrs. Steer and Mrs. Brown, what animal year do you belong to? See you next time. Bye bye.